Hey guys, it's what is it? It's Thursday, June 13th, 2024, and today's going to be pull-up day. So we're going to do at least 2 sets, maybe 3. Resting about 90 seconds, maybe more, in between sets. Then I got 15 minutes on the clock, and it's been a week, but I'm going to reintroduce intervals very easily, just 1 pumps. See how everything holds up. So I'm trying to take things slow. I'm trying to do a different type of practice, actually. Keeping my burpees in. I'm adding in some different movements, or doing movements a different way. Curls, overhead presses. Pull-ups have been a mainstay, but I'm just fitting it in a different rotation. So let's get started, guys. So bring this close so you can see the pull-ups. Not that there's much to see. I don't know how many I get. I hit 10 reps. I guess that was 4 days ago, maybe more. I got to look at my book and see how the rotation plays out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I made it. Chin over the bar. 11 reps. It's been a couple sessions since I've hit that. Bit of a rest. So I'm happy with 11, obviously. However, what really makes me happy is how the first 7 felt. As it's when I run out of explosiveness that I run into trouble. A while back, ran this maybe a year ago, came across some advice from Gus Gainsborough. And he talked about approach it as if you're pulling the bar apart. So if you're bending, you got an old-time crusher type. If you guys follow robotics, you'll see him work out with the crusher. So of course you're not actually bending the bar, but it helps you explode up. And that's been a bit of a game changer. It's going to take about 90 more seconds, minute and a half. So I've been hitting about 7 reps, all feeling pretty explosive. Then, I don't want to say it goes downhill, it just gets different from there. My biceps got pumped like right off the bat. A little less than a minute. Let's review the notebook here. So I did this workout, these pull-ups by themselves, on the 8th. So I did it on Saturday. So that gives me like four days before I hit it again, which is good. And I got 10.65. What I shoot for isn't how many I can get so much each set, as if I can increase the volume that I've got in each set. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out, guys. Set number 2. Seven. It'll take about 2 minutes. So that puts me 2 up. All I gotta do is get 5, and that lasts. So, the reason why things are a little different. Tomorrow will be actually 900 days in a row of burpees. I've been doing burpees before. I'd been working out every day before. So the actual workout is way past 900. However, what I'm looking for to make sure that everything is sustainable. What that means, every once in a while I make some changes. I had missed doing a little bit of weight work, and I think as you get older, it's important to include, doesn't have to be, when I say heavy, doesn't mean how heavy you can do it, but heavier resistance training to help maintain some muscle mass as we get older. Body weight is awesome, but it comes to a certain point where, where do you go? So for me, for now, we'll see how it goes. I want to add in a little bit of weight. I'm going to see how the joints hold up from that. No guarantee. I'm going to take about 30 more seconds for my last set. When you train at 59, nothing's guaranteed. When you train every day at 59, nothing's guaranteed. When you train pretty hard at 59, nothing's guaranteed. So I look for hard training because I enjoy it. But now I'm also looking for sustainability. I got one more set. Five reps is the goal. I'll take it. I didn't want to grind out that last set. Tomorrow is dip day. Let's get this in position for some burpees. So that's why I don't have, making sure I'm lined up, a ton of time on my burpee intervals. Or I'm doing a ton of burpees right now. I'm doing what I hope to be just enough burpees along with the other stuff. Tomorrow's dip day, so I'm going to do 2 sets of dips, I've added in some weighted dips, very light. So I do 1 set body weight, many as I can get, and then I do 1 set with some weight. Right now it's just an additional 5 pounds until I hit 12 reps. When I hit 12 comfortably, I'll put on a little more weight. I doubt I'm going to work out too heavy. Maybe eventually hit in another set. I don't think I need extra dips. 2 is probably enough because I get a ton of volume every day from the burpees. Same with shoulders. 2, maybe 3 sets. Alright guys, we're going to jump right in. Minute on, minute off. I'm not doing a 2-minute closer. What I've been doing, because I'm filling things out. It'll be my first time doing intervals in a session like this, or in this workout cycle that I'm doing. Probably take it down a notch too. Done. No isometrics. Not for today. That felt good. It was tough. I felt a little out of practice with my intervals, and of course I only missed 1, maybe 2 days. It's not like I didn't work out. All right. 15s across the board, 3 rounds. I got 16. Just a brief note. So, one thing I just wanted to point out, if you guys notice, when I finished that last rep, my very last rep, and you heard that big exhale, not because I was out of breath, the carbon dioxide built up. One of the keys with the out breath is managing the excess production of carbon dioxide as you work out, as you're breathing. So what I wanted to do was a big, longer exhalation and then a short inhalation. Again, it's not like I needed oxygen, plenty of oxygen in the body, but I needed to get rid of that stored carbon dioxide, or that highly produced through those interval sessions, interval minutes, that carbon dioxide. So I took a couple sips through my nose, 1 or 2 breaths, a long exhale. Sip some air, long exhale, sip some air, long exhale. And then I was able to breathe in evenly, exhale through the mouth, because it's the easiest way to get that carbon dioxide straight out. But as soon as I felt recovered, I reverted back to nasal breathing. And that calmed my breath even further. So that's the way of going from that hyper sympathetic state that, I'm literally in fight or flight, because I am fighting for every rep and I'm fleeing with every rep. So I go from there to as easily and as seamlessly as possible into my sympathetic nervous state. I'm still not there yet, but I started the process. And we're going to finish the process as much as we're able to now with a little bit of breath work. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to extend the exhalation just a bit. So we're going to do just an easy 4-6 cadence. I'm going to breathe in for 4, exhale for 6, and nothing special about it, just 10 rounds, no breath holds. Oh, you know what? Let's throw in a 4-4-6. Breathe in for 4, hold the internal retention, and exhale for 6. The reason for the internal retention is it upregulates just a bit. So since I got a walk coming up, I don't want to down escalate too much. So I'm using the combination of the longer exhalation to rest and restore, and the internal breath retention to make sure that I don't dip too far down, if that makes sense. So it's set up to be a recovery, restorative breath, but at the same time, not bring me all the way fully back into that sympathetic, but leading me in that direction, or the parasympathetic. I hope that makes sense. I'm probably just babbling. That's okay. So, a couple easy breaths. Continue calming my breath. Then we breathe in through the nose for 4. We hold for 4. We exhale for 6. We can do the Vishna Pranayama Mudra as we hold, very lightly. just relax for a moment. A little show of gratitude. We want to note the stillness that follows each breath hold. That little pause, 4 seconds there, is magical, as it literally introduces us to the gap in between thoughts, the gap in between breath, the gap that exists in between anything. It's the unmanifest that's ever present. But our attention is always drawn towards the manifest, always drawn towards form at the exclusion of the formlessness. But it's the formlessness itself that allows everything to take place. So when we have that pause, we're able to just turn our attention into the nothingness that is the producer of all things. So, 2 things to note. Things become a habit. I'm so used to the external retention that I'm almost automatically putting my hands up to get there, and I had to stop and remind myself. Secondly, you may have heard me engage in ujjayi breathing, the ocean breath, or ujjayi actually translates to victorious breath, and that's that ha sound, as if I'm fogging up bathroom mirror, except I'm doing it with my mouth shut and through the nose, and very gently. It's not how loud you can do it. You might step into a yoga studio and all of the students are very loudly singing who can make the loudest ha sound. You want it to be very gentle. No one has to hear it but you. And it's a great vagal toning breath, as well as producing instant calm. You can do just that breath alone after you work out. 4 in, 4 out through the nose, and it will help you calm you very much. So, things to keep in mind. With that, guys, I'm going out. I'm taking a walk, maybe a little bit of running, we'll see. And I'll see everyone later. Come on by and tune in for a live session sometime. We have a lot of fun. Sometimes it takes a bit of sorting out, but we always get there in the end. I'll see you guys later. Take care.